Neighbors coming with me, cause I see the future. Let me show you what's next. Let me show you what's next. What's next, what's next? Let me show you what's next. You watching this? Let me show you what's next. What's next, what's next? You watching this? Let me show you what's next. Let me show you what's next. What's next? You know what's next. Let me show you what's next. What's next, what's next? You watching this? Let me show you what's next.
All right. Hey. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Connect. It is really good to be in person with all of you. It has been quite a bit since we've done one of these live. It's really fun to be in person. So we have a lot of exciting stuff that we're going to talk about today. We have Quest 3 and some other new hardware that I'm excited to show you. And we have a whole lot of new AI experiences. So we've been in the lab for a while, and I'm really looking forward to showing you what we've been building. But first, I just want to take a moment to talk about why we're here. At Meta, we are focused on building the future of human connection. And what that means is that we build products to help people feel closer. Like we're right there, present with each other, with our friends and family and colleagues and the people we care about, no matter where in the world we actually are. And we do this because we believe that makes us, that strengthens our relationships. It helps us have more fun together. It improves how we learn. It gives us more opportunities that help span distance. Now, the physical world around us is amazing, right? I think that one of life's great joys is getting to go out and be active and explore. And at the same time, over the last few decades, our industry has been building up this increasingly vibrant digital world alongside it with all the apps and digital content that we've been creating. And I always find it funny when people say that the digital world and all the apps and stuff isn't the real world, because I think increasingly in our modern time, the real world is really this combination of the physical world that we inhabit and this digital world that we're building. But even though we constantly are touching the digital world, it's mostly through screens, and it's almost like it inhabits a completely different plane from our physical lives. And I think that one of the most interesting questions for our industry over the coming decades is going to be, how do we unify these experiences of the physical that we have with this vibrant digital world to create something that is more coherent and just better than anything that we have today? Now, in the future, I think not too far from now, you're going to walk into a room, and there are going to be as many holograms of digital things for you to interact with as there are physical objects. I mean, think about all the things that are physically there that don't actually need to be physical things, right? All the paper, the media, the games, the art, your workstation, any screen can all be interactive holograms. Think about going and hanging out with your friends. Pretty soon, I think we're going to be at a point where you're going to be there physically with some of your friends, and others will be there digitally as avatars, as holograms, and they'll feel just as present as everyone else. Or, you'll walk into a meeting, and you'll sit down at a table, and, you'll be there with your, there will be people who are there physically and people who are there digitally as holograms, but also sitting around the table with you are going to be a bunch of AIs who are embodied as holograms who are helping you get different stuff done too. So, this is just a quick glimpse of the future and how these ideas of the physical and digital come together into this idea that we call the metaverse. And a lot of the foundational technologies to enable this are the things that we are going to talk about today. Mixed reality, allows you to bring digital objects into the physical world. Advances in AI allow us to create different AIs and personas that can help us accomplish different things. And smart glasses are going to eventually allow us to bring all of this together into a stylish form factor that we can wear all day long. Now, a big part of this innovation is about making sure that these technologies are accessible to everyone. Right? Sometimes we innovate by releasing something that has never been seen before. We do that a lot. But sometimes we innovate by taking something that is awesome but is super expensive and making it so that it can be affordable for everyone or even free. And innovation to bring the future to millions or eventually billions of people is a big part of what we do, and I think that that's really important too. All right, so with that all said, let's jump right in. First, we are incredibly proud to introduce Quest 3, the first mainstream mixed reality headset. Quest 3 is the most powerful headset that we have ever shipped, and it allows you to blend the physical and digital worlds together. You can navigate it with just your hands if you want, and the hand tracking is getting really good. Or with these brand new precision controllers that we've designed for games or work or things where you want some extra precision. And of course, it's completely standalone. No wires, no battery pack, nothing like that that's going to break your sense of presence. So when you put on Quest 3, you see the physical room around you. Only now it is a canvas that you can bring your digital objects into the world. Quest 3, it understands your space, so you can play with the world around you. You can solve Lego puzzles, or you can build your own creations on any flat surface in your room. You can play games like BAM with your friends sitting around a table, whether you're physically right there together, or even if they're far away. People love working out in Quest. But now, if you're doing a body combat workout, the targets are going to come at you in your physical room, whether you're in your living room or if you're in your home gym. You'll be able to look around and see the room around you, so you're going to be a lot more comfortable, swinging your arms and moving your body. The limits of your physical space are going to be able to expand. So you're going to be able to be a part of much larger worlds. There's one point in the Stranger Things game where you can be sitting in your living room or anywhere else, and portals to the Upside Down open right there. Now, these experiences are possible because Quest 3 shows your physical space with 10 times more pixels than what we had on Quest 2. And it automatically maps the space that you're in using 2 dedicated color camera sensors and a depth sensor, which makes it so that if you pick up a digital ball and throw it at the physical wall, it'll bounce off it. Or if someone's shooting at you and you want to duck the fire, you can just get behind your physical couch. Now, this also means that you're going to be able to take a big virtual screen and just drop it wherever you are, and it'll show up in your physical room. And this is going to unlock a lot of awesome experiences for hanging out with people, watching content, even if they're not there with you. Now, one thing that I'm pretty excited to share today is that Xbox Cloud Gaming is coming to Quest in December. So you're going to be able to play hundreds of Xbox games, including titles like Halo and Minecraft and Elder Scrolls. And you're going to be able to do that on a massive screen anywhere you go. Now, we're just scratching the surface of what's going to be possible when you can drop virtual objects into your physical space. And next year, we're launching something that we call augments, which are basically persistent, spatially anchored digital objects that you can interact with. So, you can put a frame on your wall with photos and videos from Facebook and Instagram. You can put a digital portal next to your physical workout gear, so every time you walk by it, you can easily jump into a supernatural workout. So there's a lot to do here. All right, and with mixed reality on Quest 3, the transition is seamless. So if you're in an immersive experience, you can always just double tap on your headset to get back to your physical environment, and you'll see the immersive world that you're in just melts away. You're back in your physical space. All right, I'm really excited to see what all of you do with this. I'm really excited to get this in your hands. This is going to be a game changer and a big capacity improvement for these headsets. Now, on top of this, we also have the world's best library of fully immersive content. And there are a bunch of new titles that are coming, and they take advantage of all of the new power that is in this Quest 3 headset. Because this is the first headset that is shipping with the next generation Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 Qualcomm processor. It's got twice the graphics performance of anything we've shipped before, and we designed new pancake lenses and paired them with new displays, so the graphics performance is really stunning. So let's take a look at Asgard's Wrath 2. For the original, you needed a full gaming PC and a headset that was wired to it in order to get it to work. And the sequel runs natively on Quest 3, and it looks awesome. Assassin's Creed Nexus, finally here. Finally here. Worth waiting for. I know a lot of us have been waiting for this. It looks stunning. It looks stunning. And there were a bunch of other major developers who are bringing great titles out of the Open App Lab that we have, like Roblox, which is launching today. I'm really excited for this one after taking the time to optimize it for VR. It's going to be a big deal. There's also a major live sports season coming up with X Stadium. We got fully immersive NBA games for free on us. You can literally sit courtside from your couch. If you're into fighting like me, you can watch LFA or Cage Warriors from UFC Fight Pass in 180-degree 4K resolution. Pretty much the next best thing to actually being in the octagon. Well, that's pretty awesome, too. We've got a lot of awesome new Horizon content coming. Love it. Shout out to Super Rumble and Citadel, which have gone to the top of the charts of popular Horizon destinations. As you can see, the visuals continue making big steps up, and these are just some of the most fun social games that are out there. In addition to all this, there are also a bunch of tools for businesses that are coming too. Millions of people have used one of the hundreds of productivity and work apps on Quest. And next month, we are launching Meta Quest for Business, which is going to allow you to take mixed reality and bring it to your organization at scale. So, this is going to be compatible with Microsoft Intune, VMware Workspace ONE, Ivanti UEM. And we got Microsoft 365 also coming to Quest by the end of this year. So you're going to be able to use the productivity apps where you can get stuff done, Word, Excel. Overall, all right, so that's a bunch of the content that's coming. There's more coming as well, but that's what I have to talk about today. I'm really excited about Quest 3. It is the most powerful headset yet with the next generation processor, better displays and optics. It's 40% thinner, a lot more comfortable, and it comes with the great new precision controllers or the awesome hand tracking that has just gotten a lot better. End to end, we have designed this thing and optimized it, the hardware stack, the software stack, so it can deliver amazing mixed reality and the world's best immersive content library. So there it is. Yeah. All right, Quest 3, it is shipping on August 10th. You can order it today for $499. All right. Now, when I just think about this stuff, I mean, looking back, I just think it's kind of wild that 5 years ago, the state of the art was you needed a big gaming PC and a headset that was wired to it, and you need to set up all these sensors in order to be able to do some of this stuff. And now, we're sitting here, and you can do all of this with even better resolution, plus mixed reality, take it anywhere you want for just $499. Our goal is to continue to lead in developing the state of the art on this, and also to continue leading on bringing the best devices to everyone. And I'm really proud of the progress that the team has made here. So congrats, guys. All right. Now, there's no real way to do this transition. So let's completely change gears and just go in a completely different direction. Let's talk about AI. So this has been an amazing year for AI. At Meta alone, we have launched AI models that can generate 3D video from text prompts, that can create sound from images, that can bring objects into VR just by looking at them, that can let you speak a different language in your own voice, and, of course, a leading open source foundation model, Llama 2, all in the last 12 months. But this is really just the beginning. Because if you look across the industry and if you look at what everyone is doing, most people haven't yet had the chance to experience these LLMs or any of these AI advances yet. And that's a thing that I think that we can help change. So today, I want to talk about some of the work that we've been doing to bring this state-of-the-art AI into the apps that billions of people use. So we set a standard for open source language models with Llama 2. But before today, we haven't talked that much about our image generation models. And our team has been quietly working on these and cranking on them, and they've gotten really good. So we call it EMU for Expressive Media Universe, continuing with our animal theme. And just take a look at these images. Because today we're starting to roll out a bunch of products with this in it. And it's, they're high quality, photorealistic. But one of the coolest things is that EMU generates them fast. All right, so it's not a minute. It's about 5 seconds to generate one of these, which just makes it really fun to play with, because you can just iterate. And my kids tell me it's still not fast enough, but but 5 seconds kind of gets to the point where you're really cooking. All right, so we built this into chats, and we'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's talk about stickers. Because every day, people send hundreds of millions of stickers to express things in chats. And every chat is a little bit different, and you want to express subtly different emotions. But today, we only have a fixed number. But with EMU, now you have the ability to just type in what you want. You'll generate a set of custom, never-before-seen stickers on the fly, and you can send them to your friends. We've been testing this for a little bit, and people do seem to really like this. And today we're rolling it out very broadly across our different apps. In addition to stickers, we're also bringing AI editing tools to Instagram next month. So, the team dug up this photo of me. That turned me into a cowboy, ugly sweater party. I don't really get that one. That one's good. That, in an alternate world, that could have been me. Or here's my crazy dog, Beast. Let's turn him into origami. Poor Beast. Straighten his hair. Cross stitch. All right, there you go. I think this is going to be really fun. I'm really looking forward to getting this into all of our apps. Coming to Instagram in about a month. Pretty excited about this. All right, so let's move on from images for a second. At Meta, one of the views that we have on the development of AI that is a little bit different from the rest of the industry is, we don't think that there's going to be like one singular super intelligence that everyone interacts with. But our view is that people are going to want to interact with a bunch of different AIs for the different things that you want to do. And I actually think that over time, a lot of you are going to want to make your own AIs to advance individual goals that you have, whether you're a small business and you want to interact with customers, or if you're a creator and you want to engage your community, or whatever it is that you do. So we are building a platform for creating AIs that can help you get things done or just have fun. And the way this is going to work is people are going to be able to interact with these AIs across the whole meta universe of products. So, of course, you'll be able to chat with them in WhatsApp and Messenger and Instagram Direct, but beyond that, they're going to have profiles in Instagram and Facebook, and you'll be able to interact with them, and eventually they're going to be embodied as avatars and live and be able to interact with them in the metaverse too. And we're going to open this platform up for developers and more use cases soon. I'm really looking forward to seeing what all of you build. But even before that, we have been creating a bunch of AIs ourselves, and we're going to start rolling these out in beta today and ramping that a bit over the next couple of days. So let's meet some of them. All right, first up, we got Meta AI. Meta AI is your basic assistant, right? That you can talk to like a person, right? You can message Meta AI and any of the messaging apps, WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram Direct. Soon you're going to be able to message it in Quest 3, and it's going to help you, answer your basic questions or requests. It is based on it's built with a model that's based on Llama 2, but in addition, it also has access to real-time information and broader knowledge through a partnership that we've done with Microsoft and Bing Search. So here you can see it. You ask a question. It has access to real-time information. It can point you towards that. It can point you towards search results. Our new image generation model, Emu, is also built directly into Meta AI. So you can just message it and tag anything with Imagine, and it will generate high-quality, photorealistic images right there in the chat in seconds for free. So pretty excited about that. And another neat feature of this is that you can invoke Meta AI in any chat. So it doesn't just have to be Meta AI's, your thread with them. You can do it in group chats, right? You just start your message with Meta AI, and it's going to respond. And we've been testing this internally, and it is really fun to just generate fun messages, photos, or settle debates really quickly, or just whatever it is that you want to do. But it's super convenient. All right, so I think that Meta AI, it's our basic assistant. I think it's going to be really useful. We're going to focus over the coming months and years on building this out into a deeper and deeper personal assistant with more integrations across everything we do. And I think this is going to be a big deal. But in addition to this, we have also been experimenting with creating some AIs that are a bit more fun, right? That have some more personality, opinions, interests, just a little more interactive and fun to play with. So let's check this out. So let's say you're planning dinner. You got Max the sous chef, who can help you come up with a recipe and help you come up with ideas. So if you want to find a way to sneak some broccoli into your kid's dinner, Max has got you. Let's say you add too much salt to the recipe, he can help you balance it out. All right? Or let's say you're writing something like a keynote and you're not really sure where to get started. You can ask Lily, or personal editor AI, who can help you brainstorm and share tips, or you can give her a bunch of the text that you've written and she can help you edit it and make it better. Or maybe you're traveling and you're trying to plan a road trip with your kids. You've got Lorena, who's going to be able to help you find the best barbecue on the road trip, or find a good national park or a beautiful spot to take the kids. So there you go. That's a few of them. These are just a few of the AIs that we've trained so far. There are a lot more that are coming. And they're going to span all kinds of different interests, from gaming, to fashion, to philosophy, to just all kinds of fun stuff. But the important thing here is that this isn't just going to be about answering queries. Right? This is about entertainment and about helping you do things to connect with the people around you and helping you accomplish the things that you want across whatever your different goals are. And because we thought that this should feel fun and it should feel familiar, so we did something a little bit different for us. And we partnered with a bunch of pretty awesome people to basically embody these and play them. So let's say you want to get in shape. Well, this is Victor, played by Dwayne Wade. And he's going to pull together a workout plan for you and get you motivated. And the good thing about Victor is he is there any time that you want to get a workout in, so you don't have to schedule a session or something like that. And he is always going to be encouraging you to hit your goals. All right, let's say you're trying to pull together Halloween costumes for your family. Well, you got Dylan, played by Lore DIY, who's got you covered on craft. So, my daughter really wanted me to be Dumbledore and kind of struggling with the beard thing. So you got Dylan, and she helped me work this out. But then I got this other problem, which is my other daughter doesn't want to go with the Harry Potter theme. She just wants to be an apple. So I'm like, all right, how do I fit this into the theme? And I think that's actually a pretty good idea. So, all right, so anyhow, so that's Dylan. Okay, or let's say you want to do something a little bit wilder. Let's say you want to play a role-playing game. Well, now you can just drop the dungeon master into one of your chats, and let's check this guy out.
Let's get medieval, player.
I mean, who hasn't wanted to play a text, adventure game with Snoop Dogg? Oh, man. So, it's good. The expressions are good. We've got voice coming over the couple of months, probably early next year or something like that. But this is pretty fun to play with. At this point in the keynote, I was kind of thinking, we could do an audible. You want a live demo? Yeah! All right. Can't promise much, but let's try it. Let's try it and see what happens. All right. So let's see, where are we? Okay. Which one? What do we do? Forge ahead? Forge ahead. Let's forge ahead. Gather your weapons and armor. Well, I think we know what to do. Let's get on a horse. All right, we return to the keynote at this point. All right. All right. The demo gods have smiled upon us. All right. All right, so that's just a handful of some of the AIs that we're building. And there are a lot more to discover. So we put together this quick video just featuring some of the people we're working on this project with. I think this is pretty fun.
We built some AIs you can interact with, and then partnered with awesome people to play some of them to make them even more fun. Introducing Meta's AIs, with Tom Brady as Brew, ready to throw you his deep knowledge of sports.
Seriously? How could you not know that?
Naomi Osaka as Tamika, proving it's cool to geek out.
Time for a selfie.
Chris Paul as Perry. He's preaching the gospel of golf.
Drive for show. But for dope.
Paris Hilton is Amber. She's taken a stylish bite out of crime.
Not to brag, but I am a forensic expert.
Mr. Beast is Zach. This dude's funny. Like, funny.
I'm not saying I know everything.
Israel Adesanya as Louise. He'll make sure you never tap out.
The more you know, the better you can move on the map.
Kendall Jenner as Billy. She'll always have your back.
I'll keep it real, but above all, I'll keep it on the DL.
Roy Choi is Max. Nix that delivery order. You're cooking in tonight.
Chef, what's on the menu today?
Charlie D'Amelio is Coco. Making sure you and your moves aren't sus.
Hey, y'all. You ready to dance?
Snoop Dogg is Dungeon Master. Slay the games you love.
Your quest begins now, player.
So, if you're looking to explore your interests, learn a new skill, settle a debate, or just have fun, start using Meta's AIs.
All right, so this is our first effort at training a bunch of AIs that are a bit more fun. So you'll have to tell us what you think. But look, this is early stuff, right? They still have a lot of limitations, which will be apparent when you use them. Unlike the Meta AI, they don't, for the most part, have access to real-time information yet, although we're working hard to get that in. We'll get that in over the coming weeks and months. There's just a lot that we're going to continue improving and tuning as we get more feedback. But what I think you're going to see as you interact with them is that they each have unique backstories and interesting opinions that they bring to this. And that will just come out even more as they evolve over time. And I also think it's going to be fun to watch them interact with each other, too. So that's that. We're also very focused on giving all of you the ability to build AIs, too. So we've been creating something that we call AI Studio. And it is a platform for building these kind of AIs. And we're starting by opening up the API for integrating into our messaging apps to start. And that's going to open in the coming weeks. We are also building a sandbox so that people who don't code can also train AIs like this. And we're working on that and iterating on it. And we hope to have that out sometime early next year. And we're also working on bringing all of this to the metaverse, too, where you're going to be able to have these AIs will be able to be embodied as avatars. You'll be able to make them as NPCs in the different games and experiences that you build and all of the different Horizon worlds. And I think that that's going to be really neat. Now, in addition to this, we're also making it so that businesses can use these, because I think that there's a very big use for businesses to want to engage with customers for commerce and support. And we are actually launching with a very small number of businesses in alpha today. We're going to focus on really dialing this in before we roll it out more broadly. I think that this is going to be a challenging optimization. So I think this is going to be a lot of the next year. We're going to be kind of focused on building this out for businesses before we release this more broadly. But I'm really excited to begin on that journey with that alpha today. We also are excited about getting this in creators' hands so that you can build AIs that represent you to help you grow your community and engage with your community. But one of the things is, as we're building that, that's what we think is going to come sometime in probably the first half of next year, because we think that getting the brand safety on that is just really critical, right? We want to make sure that if you're a creator, that you can train these AIs. That way, they're going to say things that just kind of reflect the way that you would want to represent your brand and your community. And that's still going to require a bit of work to get there. We want to make sure we do this thoughtfully. So for this very first release, we thought it would be a little easier to start by making up some new characters rather than trying to make something that has perfect fidelity to a kind of a real creator. But we'll get there. It is important to do all of this very thoughtfully, right? Because generative AI, it's powerful. There's a lot of awesome potential. But there are also clearly going to be some new challenges that come with this, too. And some of these challenges are going to look a lot like the ones that our integrity teams have gotten world-class at, and a lot of experience dealing with those kind of challenges over the last set of years. But there are also undoubtedly going to be some new challenges too. And we've tried to think about this in advance and brainstorm as to what these would be and build as many safeguards in as we can. We've been training and fine-tuning the models to fit our safety and responsibility guidelines. We've done a lot of red teaming with experts on this. We've been building guardrails around inappropriate conversations. And of course, we share the system cards for all these systems publicly, so that way people can look at what the systems do and how they work and can give us feedback on that. We're also taking the step of rolling this stuff out a bit more slowly than we normally would. So that way, as issues come up, as we're rolling this out, we can address them before we get to scale. And overall, we're really focused on making sure that this technology will be beneficial to our lives and additive to our social interactions, because that's what we're here to do. I'm really optimistic about this. I think that this is going to enable a wide range of new use cases. Some of the stuff that we showed today, but a lot more to come too. And I think that this is just going to transform how people use all of our products, from feeds to chat to all the metaverse stuff to virtual and augmented reality. I think it's going to change how businesses and creators think about these platforms too. And one area that I am especially interested to see is how the advances in AI intersect with advances in building the next computing platform. So that brings me to the last thing that I want to show you today, which is the next generation of Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. Now, these are designed so you can stay in the moment and stay connected without having to take your phone out. You can capture what's going on around you. You can share with your friends in the world. Everything about this is upgraded from the first version. The cameras are a lot better, so the images and videos that you capture are a lot clearer. The audio is a lot better, so when you're listening to music or podcasts or taking calls, that's a lot better. They're lighter, they're more comfortable, and there are a lot more styles too. But the most interesting thing about this isn't any of those specs. It's that these are the first smart glasses that are built and shipping with Meta AI in them. So starting in the US, you're going to get this state-of-the-art AI that you can interact with, hands-free, wherever you go. So, let's say you're grilling with your family and you want to know how long you need to be cooking that chicken for. Or you're playing pickleball and hits the line and you want to know if that's a fault. She disagrees, but you know the truth. Or let's say you just want to settle a debate, some trivia as you're going out through the world. Just ask your Ray-Ban Meta glasses and they'll respond and get you with the answer. And the thing is that this is just the beginning, right? Because this is just audio. It's basically text. Next year, starting next year, we're going to be issuing a free software update to the glasses that makes them multimodal. So the glasses are going to be able to understand what you're looking at when you ask them questions. So if you want to know what the building is that you're standing in front of, or if you want to translate a sign that's in front of you to know what it's saying, or if you need help fixing this sad, leaky faucet, you can basically just talk to Meta AI and look at it, and it'll walk you through it step by step how to do it. So that's, I think that smart glasses are going to be an important platform for the future. Not only because they're the natural way to put holograms in the world, so we can put digital objects in our physical space, but also because if you think about it, smart glasses are the ideal form factor for you to let an AI assistant see what you're seeing and hear what you're hearing. And before this last year's AI breakthroughs, I kind of thought that smart glasses were only really going to become ubiquitous once we really dialed in the holograms and the displays and all of that stuff, which we're making progress on, but is somewhat longer. But now, I think that the AI part of this is going to be just as important in smart glasses being widely adopted as any of the other augmented reality features. Now, before even any of these AI advances came up, we'd started planning this product. And before all of that, we built in one more feature into these smart glasses that we thought would be pretty awesome. And that is that for the first time, you are going to be able to live stream to your friends and followers from your glasses. So, I was chatting about this with Rocco, who is the head of wearables at our partner in making these, EssilorLuxottica. And I asked him, like, hey, do you have any ideas for who would be a good person to take these for a test drive? And I think he had a good idea, so let's go check this out.
Hey, Meta, call Charles.
Calling Charles on WhatsApp.
Hey, Rocco.
Ciao, Charles, how you doing?
All good, and you?
Good, good. Did you get the glasses we sent you?
Yeah, I'm trying the glasses now for the first time.
I can't wait to see your point of view.
Thanks to you, Rocco. It was great to catch up, and I'm going to take these for a test drive now. Ciao. Hey, Meta, take a video. Let's try some music. We are here live at the track. Everybody is ready to race, and I am getting ready too. Let's go. Switching to glasses.
If I became a race car driver, what would my nickname be? Rocco the Rocket. Not bad.
All right, so being able to share what you're doing live with your friends and followers while staying completely in the moment is the kind of thing that you can only do on smart glasses. So, all right, these Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses, we're launching them on October 17th, starting at $299, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you all think of them. Okay, so this has been a busy year. All right. And those are the main things that I wanted to share with you. A little long, but hopefully worth it. We've got Quest 3, the first mainstream mixed reality headset and the most powerful headset that we have ever shipped. We've got AI Studio giving you the ability to interact with and soon build your own set of AIs for assistance, entertainment, and just getting things done, interacting with people in a fun way in the way that you would online. AI Studio. And we've got Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses, the next generation of the glasses with better camera and audio, and the first smart glasses with Meta AI built in. And as all this technology keeps developing, I just keep going back to this question that I asked up front about, for the future of human connection, how are we going to weave together the wonderful physical world that we have with this vibrant digital world that we're building into something that is better than we have today? And I think you can start to see from some of these building blocks that we're talking about today how this is going to come together. Mixed reality unlocks the ability to put digital objects into the physical world. Advances in AI allow us to create different AI personas to help us get different things done. And smart glasses are making progress towards eventually integrating all these technologies into something that we can wear anywhere, wherever we go. But to build the future, it's not just enough to make this possible. We have to make it so that it is affordable and accessible to everyone. And that's why we focus a lot of our innovation, not just on the groundbreaking innovations, but on making sure that these things are going to be accessible to everyone. Because to us, that is just as important as advancing the state of the art. So now, as we begin the next chapter here, as we get these all in your hands, I think a lot of the fun really begins because we get to see all the energy and creativity that all you are going to bring to this, to see what is possible. As always, it is an honor to be on this journey building this with you. Thank you all for coming out to connect. And now I'm going to hand it over to our Chief Technology Officer, Boz. Thank you.